5 years later, Trevor Bayne mentioned Chase Elliott earlier doing it as a rookie, and the same for Eric Jones. 2015 got his first career win. Actually, Eric Jones, when he won here, was not even in the series full time. He was still running a truck for Kyle Busch, went on to win the championship in 2015, was a rookie in 2016 in the Xfinity Series when he made it to the championship 4.
There was a theme going on that weekend. It was Eric Jones at Texas. It was Jordan Spieth at Augusta. They were kind of having a lot of success that weekend at the same time.
Could Eric Jones win on the Cup side for the first time? You know, the Bernie model had him 10th coming into the weekend. We'll follow that theme as we send it to the garage in Regan.
Well, Adam, I don't know where the Bernie model had Ty Dillon placed at, but right now you're third on the board. You have a very fast race car out there, and your crew chief, Nick Harrison, is back. It appears you guys never missed a beat.
Yeah, I'm glad to have Nick back, and it's nice to have some speed with our Wrangler FR, FTS International Chevy. We really needed that off weekend to kind of get ourselves regrouped. We started off the year in the Monster Energy and the Xfinity side off, and I think we took big steps in both sides, Monster Energy and Xfinity Series. So nice to have a little speed. Some of the numbers that we really worked on away from the track have shown up. So and I cut my hair off.
Whoa.
So maybe that was some speed, but excited to be back where we feel like we should be as far as speed wise. I know we got a lot to go this weekend, but it's nice to have some speed.
There we go. It's got to all be in the hair. He cut his hair off. He's fast, Adam. Maybe you should do the same thing.
Tell Ty I like his haircut, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Adam and I both agree. Hair is way overrated. Way overrated.
He had a really nice man bun beginner kit going on there. I'd like to see how that turned out, where it was going.
Just real quick, he talked about his crew chief, Nick Harrison, being back. They had issues going through inspection at Daytona, and Nick missed 5 races, and it was not from a NASCAR suspension. It was an internal suspension for Nick Harrison for 5 races, and now he's back.
I'm glad they've worked it out, because Nick's a great crew chief. He is a really smart guy, and RCR, one of the organizations in the garage that you know can deliver at a high time, at a high level, I should say, and a great job by Brandon Thomas, who was filling in over there in those 4 weeks when Nick was not at the racetrack.
How about Matt Tiff, the fastest guy in town? Look at that groove, Adam. I talked to the beginning about the tire monster, the Dragon. We joked about that I was having nightmares. But what Texas Motor Speedway has done, as you can see, that outer groove has developed already as you enter into the corner. And that means these drivers are going to have more options as the race gets going. You can see there, the groove is lower than the dark on the racetrack, and that means you can slide up high, make some moves. This is something that Eddie Goshage and his team did, working this groove in, hoping for better racing, hoping to be able to be 2 and 3 wide entering the corners.
If they hadn't done it, that groove would probably only be right around there, wouldn't you think, Mike?
That's
just
exactly right,
bottom.
because we saw what happened when someone got just a little bit wide on entry. If it weren't for all the work the Speedway did in order to try to widen that groove out, I believe we would have seen a car or two already into the wall.
I had a number of people tell me in the garage this morning that when the Xfinity cars competed here in November, that they couldn't get side by side, but it was a night race. What makes a difference when we're racing during the day to create that side by side versus under the lights?
You know, I think the more you're stuck, that means you're going to want to stay right in the groove. You know, and that's where these guys, when they're on the edge, makes it difficult to move around.
What made you fall in love with your car? The chrome? The smell of gasoline and old vinyl?